I shouldn't have done that. Like, yeah, I shouldn't have gone for one puzzler to another puzzler. It's like, yeah, no thanks. I don't know why I did that. I really don't know why I did that.
Wait!
Okay. So, okay. Yeah, because now I know what to do. Don't get rid of, Ryuji. That was my problem before. I got rid of Ryuji and that was my mistake. There we go.
Indeed.
Freaking heck. I'm probably have
Oh! Hey!
take a sip of water.
I'll reveal your true form.
Wow! That shadow was crazy! Looking cool, Joker! Ooh, very nice! Boom time!
I shall push you to the
Get it down! Keep it going, Fox!
Hell yeah!
Defeat it! Skull, give me more! gorgeous painter. Oh no! Skull's been knocked flat! Joker's down. Come on! Alright. Time for a spin.
Who's next?
Yeah!
Freaking
Victory!
A.
All right. Okay, we're done.
The cognition here is weak. There may be a...
This spade.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
I have something.
Treasure chest spotted. Must... A powerful enemy. It's not wise to fight head on.
Really?
We'll put you down. It's tough.
The problem that's wrong with rush mode is because they don't target one person, they target everyone.
2 enemies remaining. Don't let them
Someone finish it. Like that. Sorry.
Good one, Fox.
Losers.
Yeah! Victory!
All right.
Shadow defeated. Let's go.
I can feel it.
What's that on the roof? Oh, nothing, I guess. Oh, how do I... Yeah, because there's, that.
See it.
Whatever. I think, yeah, I think it's this. Anyways. Why is there so many of them?
3 of them, but...
What's
Fox got knocked off balance. You have to recover.
dignified. Time for this.
2 foes left. Let's do this. Kizzer, watch them carefully.
Last one.
Die already. Keep it going, Fox.
All according to plan.
Yeah, victory.
Good. Your repertoire's growing. Okay. I have something.
Yeah. But how the hell do I get there then?
Focus.
What? Oh, I freaking spun around somehow. Damn.
Hey, look.
Okay.
Man.
Oh.
Oh, what? How do I get over there? Oh, is there another?
I have something.
What? That makes no sense. Oh. Yeah, that makes... So you could jump across, okay, but then... I don't know how you get freaking over there. Over... Wait, how the... I jumped across there. How did I do that? What? I'm so confused.
Somewhere.
To the other side. Yeah, I jumped.
feel it.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. Confuses. That is fuckery. Oh, I'm so confused. Do I go to the other side? No, there's no. I'm so confused. But then how? I don't get it. I somehow jumped over the crane, which makes no sense. Yeah, see, you can't go there, but then how the hell did I jump over the crane? I'm not being crazy, but I jumped over the crane. Why did they have make it so difficult? Like, I just went over there. It makes no sense. How do I do that?
I have something.
Like, I would think it would be easy as just going here and jumping up here. I guess not. It's probably a whole convoluted way, and I just don't know it at all. But I thought I jumped over this. Yeah, I thought I jumped over the crane once. Did I not do that? Or am I just being weird? Because I seriously thought I did that. I'm not gonna lie, I seriously thought I did that. Yeah, you know what? Who cares? Who cares? Because it makes absolutely no sense. And I'm just...
Oh! Hey!
I can see it.
And I'm just making myself more confused. Like, I think I really just am
Feel it.
making myself even more confused. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. I just really want to find a third seed, but I can't find it. So whatever.
It's somewhere.
Even though it should be painfully easy. It's like this whole convoluted mess.
It's somewhere.
You know? Because like, it seems so easy, like seriously, just jump over the crane, but you can't do that, so
It's somewhere.
it's like, I'm guessing you would do all this extra work, and it's like, I don't know how to do it. Like, you would think the grappling hook comes into play, but apparently it doesn't. And freaking, it's just really weird. Because I could see it. I can see the other path. It's just how do I get there?
Focus.
It's just confusing the hell out of me. And yeah, I thought I did do that. Just jump over the crane once. I guess I didn't. Whatever, who cares, I guess. Like, I really wanted to get the third seed, and I'm guessing the third seed would be over there. But it's just, I have no clue how to get over there. It's like I would think it's from here, but I guess not.
Hey!
Hold a moment.
I've got a good idea.
Okay.
Now then.
Okay. Like, the thing is right on the other side of this wall, so you would think you have go here, but there's more stuff down, so yeah, I'm not too sure what you have to do. So should I go to floor 1 and try to figure this out? I think I already did. Yeah, I think I did. Whatever. Yeah, because I think I did do that before trying to figure it out, but I couldn't, so I don't know if I should just do it. Because it's not like you need all the seeds for all the, yeah, it's not like you need all the seeds for all the frickin' hideouts or palaces. Like, you just need one. So it's like, yeah, I would think if you don't get freaking seeds in multiple areas, who cares? I don't know why I care so much, because it's a new thing.
Our master admires the progress of your rehabilitation, and hence has given you use of a special ritual. It's the electric chair.
So I want to collect them, but I guess that's just kind of completionist
toward our master himself.
To some degree in me.
Even more rituals if your
But
rehabilitation goes
yeah,
as
I don't
planned.
really care.
Work hard for it, inmate. Time for some rehabilitation. You wish to perform an execution. Fusion. Let us begin the search. You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Not terrible, but not impressive. Not terrible, but not impressive. You okay with this? You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will be nothing on you, girls. Let us begin.
You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Oh, okay. No freaking ear out, it's it. I really don't know.
okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Oh no. I want.
Not terrible, but not impressive. Select the skills you'd like to inherit. Not terrible. You okay with this? You okay with this? You change your mind? Done already? What? Are you finished? What? It is time, inmate.
Yeah, I'll,
What is the matter? Shall we be off?
What do you want to do?
All right, that settles it.
Fascinating.
yeah,
Yeah!
yeah, I'll do that if I can. Freaking, like find a seed. I'll do a little bit of searching,
Back.
Okay.
and that's just it. Obviously, I won't go overboard with searching. Yeah, when I start to get annoyed or whatever, yeah, I'll stop.
Been searching all along, confessing while alone without
Because
without grasping
obviously, why wouldn't you?
question to be asked. Where have I'm a shepherd,
Now listen.
What do you want to do?
masquerade
Make sure your clothes up.
in both face and mind.
Wow. Well then.
Yeah, yeah, I would say would need, that, but I don't.
Hey.
Yeah, I probably will because
Please head to the exam room. Okay, which one? Take care.
I want to see something, and what I want to see is a movie. What's doing it? Doing it kindness, I think I do.
Wow. Well, what's up?
Do you want kindness or?
Take care.
Yeah, I will do that actually. Because,
Hmm? Please head to the
yeah,
exam room.
because I want my guts up to at least level 3. Because I'll be able to,
Oh,
yeah, to get, to Becky, that's what I want, to phone her.
hello? Oh.
Okay. Yeah, because my guts should go up.
All right.
Hello? Huh?
Oh, I only get one freaking point for guts.
Take care.
That sucks. Okay. Yeah. Apparently they added those
You're
calls
back.
for
Well then.
freaking whatever.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
Hey, hey! Well then.
You ride this train at this time too? What a coincidence. We've finished investigating the palace. All that's left is the calling card. When are you going to send it? So the more important it is, the more cautious we should be. You have a point. You are dependable, as I thought. I'll leave the timing of the calling card in your care.
Oh, have you heard?
Oh, oops. Why, oh yeah, I remember. Why ever do this again?
Nice.
This is it.
Good.
Okay, yeah, because I did that before. I kind of remembered it.
Nice going. see.
My eyes are watering.
Oh! Hey, hey!
Ah, you're back.
Hey!
Where have you been? Been searching all alone. Your face is while alone.
Yeah, it's
Without a sign,
Hey!
without grasping it. The real question to me is, where have I
Nice!
I'm a sharpshooter. Actors masquerade, hiding both face and mind. Afraid for you to throw.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
A sharpshooter.
Make sure you close up.
What else should I be?
Wow! Well then. Hey! Hmm. Oh!
okay. Yeah, I found a hangout spot. I work at
All right, let's begin. Okay, quiet down.
there was a skill to like read faster. I forget who that was, to be honest. Yeah, I guess I'll do that tomorrow. Maybe. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. I don't know. I'll just look that up. The first, how to do the first level. Cause seriously, I had no clue.
It's open. Sup? Hey there. Well,
yeah, that was weird.
how about it? Sorry.
Then the frickin' YouTube video I watched was like, he didn't say this was Roy was a waste of money, but he said like he didn't understand why this wasn't just a DLC. But yeah, I don't know, I kind of got to, because I want to try the royal stuff obviously, and the other stuff. And I could obviously stream this game more so, but that was kinda dumb. But yeah, I'll see, if it's good or not the third semester.
Yeah, I know.
What the hell?
It's like apparently there is another palace, but they don't have a trophy for that for some reason.
Yeah.
So
Hey,
yeah, I understand there's only Oh, so I'll see. I'll go here first. Let's see what's here.
Well, well then.
Do you want to know why I use pies? Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations you see when forced to choose cake or pie. People show you their true taste. I am nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
Let's head back.
Yeah, I don't.
You're back. Now listen.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
Wow.
Frickin'.
Well then.
What was that?
We meet again. It appears you're lying low lately. What's with the change? Really? Is it just my imagination then? Anyhow, I wish the culprit would come forward soon. It's absurd to pretend I can do the police's job. I wish he considered my feelings before asking me this.
The culprit who was stealing hearts. Sure. Why the hell not?
We can now take him down, yes?
Madarame is going to be a changed man. There won't be any way to revert it, though. You sure you're okay with that?
I have thought it over carefully. And I cannot think of a future in which he does not pay his dues. He has preyed not only on the art world, but on countless talents. So, I humbly request your help. I apologize for making you do this.
Not at all. We just didn't want to impose if you weren't feeling up to it, Yusuke. But if you're already determined to do it, then there's nothing more for us to say.
If I recall, our next step is sending a calling card, correct? What a suave maneuver.
It's not about acting cool. The calling card is a way to trigger a change in his cognition.
A change in cognition. That reminds me, you went through some trouble regarding that before.
Ah, you must be talking about when we forced open that security gate in the courtyard.
The palace is a cognitive world, so changing its ruler's cognition changes the topography, I think.
Very nicely put, Lady
You
Anne.
think?
You're absolutely correct. This will be a vital tactic from here forward.
Actually, may I ask a truly basic question?
Yeah.
You continue to mention cognition quite readily.
I hate
but
that.
why does this world form from materialized
annoying boss
cognitions
is
even
gonna
exist to
come up.
begin with? Don't tell me.
I
Has
really
it always
did like the
existed while
boss
we go
fight.
about our daily lives, completely oblivious?
Honestly, I'm not sure. At the very least, I know it existed before the Kamoshida incident, but that's all.
I see.
Well,
Crap,
because
you
when
totally
you
caught me off
take
guard with that.
all of
It's kinda
them
weird thinking
down,
there might be whole
I
worlds
don't
we just
think you
don't
could
know
do
a damn
what
thing about.
fucking
That thought ever crossed your mind?
what is it?
Don't be so anxious. You don't even know everything about the city you live in, after all. All that's
I
important
don't
is that
think
we
you
know how
could
to make
do
use
an
of that
all-out
world and how to
attack,
traverse
but I
it.
could be wrong.
Then it's decided. Let's prepare the calling card at once.
Ow. Let's take him in. Getting it. I hate that. When they stretch, it's like, I don't know. Like sometimes they stretch and get like a kink in my neck. It makes no sense. Okay, there we go. It's gone. Freaking, but what the hell was that?
A calling card, huh? Will he take it seriously? He is famous after all. He has often received slanderous letters till now as well.
He'll know best whether the crime written on it is for real or not.
Wait, are you going to write it again, Ryuji? That last one was questionable at best.
You should do it then, Yusuke. Oh, make it really artistic and stuff.
No, it'll end with him figuring it out. He knows my drawing and writing styles all too well.
Oh, then I'll think it up and you make it cooler.
Designing a calling card.
No, I think
Interesting.
he should make
It shall
it
become
because
proof that
he's
the
a
Phantom Thieves do
pupil.
exist.
It's decided then.
Great! All that's left is to make the treasure ours. You guys better come fully prepared.
I know, well. Yeah, because,
Where have you been? Been searching all along. You're facing twilight alone.
does
Without love
Monorami himself have,
inside. Without grasping it. The real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter. Actress masquerade. Hiding
I
both
see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
In the end.
Jeez.
Shoot. What is it?
Do you know the answer?
No, Edgar. Let's go, Edgar. Crap. It wasn't Edgar. You failed me, Edgar. Yeah, you can't really turn around in classroom.
Yep.
It kinda doesn't work.
Pardon me, sir. There's a matter we need to notify you about.
Please excuse me for a moment. What is it?
We found this outside.
A letter?
It's, Sir Ichiriyusai Madarame, a great sinner of vanity whose talent has been exhausted. You are an artist who uses his authority to shamelessly steal the ideas of his pupils. We have decided to make you confess all your crimes with your own mouth. We will take your distorted desires without fail. From the Phantom Thieves.
Whose doing is this?
We don't know! The same letter has been posted everywhere!
What about the security cameras?
There were no signs of the culprit. All we saw was a cat in the recordings.
Remove these at once!
Of course.
Okay.
What now?
It's about this affecting the exhibit. We believe it's just a prank, but what of the mass media?
Are you insinuating that this slander is true?
Of course not.
It's those damn brats doing, isn't it? Well, it means nothing. They'll only be able to do as they please until this exhibit is over.
Will that do?
Yup, it was perfect. The composition was way cooler too.
The treasure should appear right about now.
You better enjoy the air of freedom while you still can, old man. Anyways, did you guys check online? People are already talking about that calling card. We'll show them. We're gonna surprise them all.
I'm sure you know, but we only get one shot to pull this off.
It'll be fine. We managed last time too.
You have no reservations about this either, right, Yusuke?
Of course not. We'll do this.
Okay. Yeah, because
Well then.
like I would think, well, you would think that that would be good, but that kind of isn't.
Let's go.
Mona, because freaking he could heal. I think that would be a good idea. But sadly it isn't. Okay, I was not sure, so I was there now. Oh.
Joker. Yes.
Like there's probably is a way.
There's an enemy inside, just as expected.
I mean, we've done a ton in here. Ain't surprising. Anyway, I'm gonna try and draw it out, so I'll leave the switch to you guys.
Will you be okay? What if it catches up to you?
Don't underestimate an ex-runner. I'm definitely gonna shake it off.
Hey! There's some weird people over here! Hey! I need some help!
What's the matter?
You better make it, Skull.
Is this good?
Yeah, it's perfect.
You seem to be enjoying this.
Only the best can appreciate these critical moments. Plus, this feels like we're really Phantom Thieves.
We'll be counting on you, Mona. And Panther as well.
There's Fox's signal. That means they're ready to go. Good luck, everyone. Let's do this.
Joker, now!
Yeah!
Sorry for the wait.
My bad. It took me ages to get that guy off my trail.
Wait, where's Mona?
Let's go.
Oops. Yeah, what I personally would have thought is that obviously you had to go here. Yeah, you would have to go here. And then,
Hey,
you'd have to, like, go across frickin' do platforming and do it that way. But you have to go from the bottom up, it seems, not from the top down. And obviously, I don't know where the bottom is. So it's like...
somewhere.
Yeah, but I could see it. So I would think, you would have to do something, but I don't know how.
Indeed.
But, I'll probably, look at that later, what you have to do. Because right now, it's like, I don't want to. Obviously.
Whoa, this shit's real high up.
But at least we're outside. Is there a way down out here?
I have something.
Oh, I have a sneeze. Right. Just sneezes.
See it.
What's down here? If I could go down here. Oh, nothing. Okay.
Is this another portal to an unknown destination?
We don't have time to lose. Just go through it. Now's our chance.
For real? But I guess there's no other way. Is this the courtyard?
I knew it. All that security would have been meaningless if it just led back inside.
It seems we managed to escape their siege.
Dude, why is Mona getting excited now of all times?
I just can't take it anymore. Let's take a look at this treasure. Treasure! Huh?
This is the treasure?
Get back!
Whoa!
Meddlesome vermin. Is this what you're looking for?
Oh, shoot.
How dare you try to trap me like some kind of mouse?
So you had a fake prepped, huh?
Counterfeits are accepted in the world of Japanese art.
What made you change like this?
Yeah,
Is it because
freaking.
you became famous? Can't you understand how much it pains me to inquire
I
about the
think
crimes of my
what I
foster
need
father?
to do is
Now
somehow
that I think
figure
back,
out.
the only reason why I took you in was due to my ties with your mother.
His weakness, because he summons
Even after her
other
husband died.
people.
Her skills and talents were quite astonishing. That's
Whatever.
why I decided to look after her. Your mother and the artwork she created, they're all my works of art.
How low can you sink?
I suppose I can grant you a gift before you die. A glimpse of the genuine Sayuri.
Genuine? That's the real Sayuri? This can't be. Mom!
Huh?
Indeed it is. This was painted by your mother. It's a portrait of herself. A woman who knew her death was coming painted her last wishes for the son she would leave behind. That is the truth behind the mystery of Sayuri's expression.
You stole something that personal?
I knew at first glance. I knew it'd be a huge success if I added a touch to the painting and announced it under my name.
But the baby in the picture. Why did you paint over it?
It was all to stage it. If the babe is erased, the reason for the woman's expression will become a mystery. That is what the general public is drawn to. Each of those parasitic critics wrote the same thing.
I always felt something was off about all this. And now I know what it is. If you really treasured that painting, you wouldn't even think about replicating it for profit. You don't love art at all!
Though you have a real treasure, your true skills are nothing more than those scribbles on that fake.
It makes me laugh, asshole!
So you'll defy me no matter what. Well then, since you're my work of art, Yusuke, I'm going to reap you for the sake of my future. Along with those insolent friends of yours there.
I can't believe you're treating both mother and son like they're objects. You're inhuman! Fox?
I've heard that you destroy your art once they outlive their usefulness. Did that include my mother as well?
She just so happened to have a seizure in front of me. That's when a thought crossed my mind. If I don't call for help and leave her be, I could obtain her painting without any strings attached.
No. You let her die?
She was physically weak. No one would doubt if she just dropped dead because of a seizure. Above all, Yusuke, didn't you think it was odd that I discovered your talent when you were only 3? The reason why I kept you around was to keep you from realizing the truth behind Sayuri.
You killed her.
The artistic talents you inherited from your mother were a delightful miscalculation, though. If I'm to steal ideas, it's much easier robbing the future of brats who won't talk back than adults. It's thanks to you that I came up with the idea. You have my gratitude.
Yusuke?
Oh.
I thank you, Madarame. Every reason for me to forgive
Okay,
you has
yeah,
disappeared without
I'll
a
do
trace
this.
at this very
Okay.
moment. You aren't some rotten artist. You're a despicable fiend who wears the skin of an artist.
All you good-for-nothings barging into my museum and doing whatever the hell you want. Those who have the connections make the rules. Those who don't, follow them. Not to mention, the value of art is all subjective. I make the rules in the art scene. I am the supreme being. I am the god of the art world.
This isn't good. Get back!
Oh, great. Okay, finish searching and time.
Now, let's begin, you vermin.
Because,
You used others
I
for
don't
your own
know
despicable
why.
desires,
I just...
Madarame. You aren't even worth the art you create.
Joker, don't lose focus. There's no
I
telling
think
what
I
he'll
already
try.
played this before.
Who's next?
Persona!
Is it what?
It's on her feet! Are you alright?
Stupid breath.
Alright! I'm pissed. Panther's back! Persona! Eat this!
Oh, his...
You pig!
Put you down!
I think, his eyes or whatever. Like they only could be taken down by physical. Really? Straight away?
They regenerated? Damn it! Those things can come back if we don't take them down at once?
Damn rats.
Guess you are good for something, Skull.
I shall put you to the sword!
Panther! Your defense has been lowered!
This is the ultimate form of art.
What is this attack? There has to be more than just our color changing. We should be cautious.
Let's go.
Oh no.
You're covered in paint! I don't like the look of this.
I think all mine.
All right. Much thanks.
Yeah. All my freaking guys. I mean, he just has that. Sucks. Or something stuck my tooth again.
Panther's back!
I don't know why. I really don't like something stuck in my teeth at all. Oh.
That paint coating attack is a real hassle. What's the plan? Isn't that the same thing Madarame's been using? Let's try covering him with paint.
Persona! Bam!
We're gonna paint over him, yeah? I'm ready whenever.
I'm good to go. Leave it to me.
Persona! There!
I'll slather you with my color!
Let's go.
You're covered in paint! I don't like the look of this.
Just because I want to see what happens when I do that.
What the? My powers! They're suddenly draining!
Take this!
We're all knocked down! That was incredible, Joker! Words aren't getting through.
Let's go.
Madarame's out!
Damn it! I'm the great Madarame! The Madarame who gathers a full crowd every time he opens an exhibit! I'm not someone that worthless brats like you
I
are allowed
hope
to
I
defy!
beat this boss this time. I don't see why I wouldn't.
The wrath of all those you preyed upon.
Because, it's not like the boss is hard. Sure, he may be annoying, but he isn't hard.
Rats can't fathom that! Then you'll witness it for yourselves! Behold my mastercraft!
What? He made copies of himself? I see. Creating duplicates is his specialty.
Persona! Go down!
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
Let's go. There!
Persona! did it, Skull!
Persona!
Enough of this!
Out of the way!
I won't forgive you! You dare defy an esteemed elder? May you all be frozen in fear! Damn brats! I won't forgive you! Damn clueless brats! My fiery rage shall reduce you all to mere ashes! You've angered me!
Good one, Fox!
I won't forgive you! Disappear from my sight without a trace, like dust scattered in the wind. You've angered me!
Oh no!
Oh,
Take this! Mine won't help! My brilliant strikes like a flash of lightning. And now, you'll taste it for yourselves! Damn brats!
Come! Ravage them!
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
Persona! Koba Tengu! Go down!
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
Persona! You're mine.
Stop this! Is this how you show your gratitude to the man who raised you?
Silence! Don't waste your breath!
Persona! Dance, Carmen! Let's see that again, Panther! Skull's back up! Let's give him some payback!
Persona! Captain Kid!
You did it, Skull!
Persona! Goemon, strike!
I won't forgive you! Damn brats!
You!
I won't forgive you! Take this! I won't help!
Skull's been knocked flat!
oh, I need to do that.
I won't forgive you!
Persona!
For me.
It's time.
It's our chance! You can hit their weakness!
Flush it. Persona! Persona!
If you can hit their weak point,
Freaking Christ.
Ravage them! It's time. There!
Ooh! Looking cool, Joker!
Persona!
Oh, shoot.
Don't rush it. It's time. Go down!
Nice, Joker! Right in their weak spot! Carmen! Skull's back up! Let's give him some payback!
Let's go, Captain! I shall put you to the sword!
Damn brats!
This is all from when I don't want.
Ravage them!
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
Persona! Go down!
Cool! Looking cool, Joker!
I appreciate it.
Thanks! Oh, that's a big help! Persona! Dance, Carmen! Let's see that again, Dancer!
Persona! Out of the way!
Let's go. Goemon!
That hit its weak point!
You've
Keep
angered
it
me!
going, Fox! Joker's down! Come on, you gotta hold on!
I won't forgive you! You've angered me! Crying won't help! Take this!
What?
I won't forgive you! Damn brats! Crying won't
Oh,
help!
seriously, what he did after this?
Crying won't help! I won't forgive you!
Alright, time for a counterattack!
Persona! Ravage them! Persona! Go down!
Oops, why? Okay, whatever. It defaulted on him for some dumb reason.
Let's see that again, Dancer! Persona! This one!
How undignified.
It's time to turn
Persona!
the tables!
Goemon, strike!
Oh, nice one, Fox!
How's this?
Damn brats!
Saw that.
Alright, Joker! Very
I
smooth!
won't forgive you! You've angered me!
Come on.
Take this! Crying won't help! I won't forgive you! Take this! Crying won't help!
Balance! You have to
Damn
recover!
brats! Crying won't help! How could I?
Persona! You're mine. Persona! Go down.
Woo! Looking cool, Joker!
Let's go.
Woo! Alright! Panther's back! Let's do this! Dance, Carmen!
Persona! Ah! There we go!
How undignified.
It's time to turn the
Let's go.
tables!
You've angered me!
Joker's down! Come on, you gotta
Take
hold on!
this! You? I won't forgive you! Damn brats!
Good one, Fox! Alright, time for a
Persona!
counterattack!
Ravage them!
Persona!
Persona! Captain Kid!
Get it, Skull!
Persona!
Not enough!
No, Skull. You're pathetic.
How's this?
Damn it! Damn it! Stop it, you brats! Or else...
You think we'll be daunted by such threats?
Damn brats!
All right, Joker! Very
You
smooth.
angered me! I won't forgive you!
Hey, something seems wrong. Could he have...
What? I, the great Madarame, made an error?
So this is the true limit of your skill. How infantile to think you'd fail to produce even one of your counterfeits. Please, don't disappoint me any further. Come!
That's not right.
How could I?
Persona!
Persona! Let's go, Captain! Flip him, Persona! Captain Kid!
You did it, Skull!
Ah! Let's go, Captain!
You did it, Skull!
You've angered me!
Unbelievable.
I won't forgive you!
Oh,
Take
frickin'.
this! Crying won't help!
Skull's been knocked flat!
Damn brats!
You!
I won't forgive you!
Let's go.
Don't rush it.
Persona!
Not that. It's time. No.
Let's go. All right. Thank you.
Thank you! Hey! Shut your mouth! Skull's right up! Let's give him some payback!
Captain Kid!
You did it, Skull!
Flip him, Persona! Let's go, Captain!
You did it, Skull!
Out of the way!
Frickin' Christ.
I'll cut you down!
Take this!
Joker's
Crying
down.
won't help!
Come on, you gotta hold on!
Brats!
What?
I won't forgive you! You've angered me!
Time out!
Oh,
been knocked
god
flat.
damn.
This!
He's going
Crying
after
won't
you.
help! I won't forgive you! Take this!
Damn.
Crying won't help!
Alright, time for a
Persona!
counterattack!
Not that.
Skull's right up! Let's give him some payback!
Ah! Captain
You
Kid!
did it, Skull!
Flip him, Persona! Let's go, Captain!
You've
Frickin'.
angered me!
You'll pay.
I won't forgive you!
God
You've
damn.
angered me!
Guess you are good for
So
something,
close.
Skull.
Come!
Some other way.
No, damn.
All right. it.
Yeah,
Level up.
he wasn't fun.
Now I'm even more charming.
The persona has gained new power.
No one cares for true art. All they want are easily recognizable brands.
Like,
I'm a victim
what
in this
boss
too.
does he
Wouldn't you
mean
agree?
in that video? If this is not
Excuses
the
now.
worst boss in the
The
game,
art
what
world revolves
is?
around money after all. You can't rise up without any money. Yusuke, you understand, don't you? Being a poor artist
Yeah.
is truly miserable.
What is the worst
I
boss
just
in the
didn't want
game?
to return
I
to that
can't
life.
think of any.
A fiend like you has no
Because
right to speak
I
about the world of
remember,
art.
what's her name?
You're done for. Along with this whole wretched world.
Probably that's not her name. Fudibori. No, that's in Deep, right?
Return to
I
yourself in
forget her
reality and
name.
confess your crimes. All of them.
You're not going to kill me?
Swear it!
All right. All right.
With
What about the other one, though? The one with the black mask?
Pyramid Palace. Yeah, I can't remember. But I remember
Black
that
mask?
boss
Wait,
thing
who's he talking about?
not really
Can't
bad.
be. There was
Sure,
another
it's
intruder
like,
besides us within
if
this
you
palace?
don't know what to do, yes.
There's no time. Hurry!
But all around it was good. Was better than this.
What should I do?
Then there's,
Put an end to all
I
this and use your
remember
own to work
there's
for
that
once.
one.
Yusuke!
The oh, maybe
Wait,
the
please. Yusuke! Yusuke!
the piggy bank one is kind of annoying. Maybe I don't know about more annoying than this fight,
The destination has been deleted.
but kind of.
It would be bad if people started
I
getting
mean,
suspicious of us.
all around the
We should leave at
same.
once.
Yusuke, come on.
Right.
So
Goodbye.
I don't know what he
Sensei.
means. I really just don't.
I guess the mission was a success. All that's left is to see if he had a change of heart or not. Ah, so bitter. Why'd you get it black?
The Sayuri.
You're not gonna get all teary-eyed and say stuff like, Mom, are ya?
To think that this painting was the source of Madarame's distorted desires. The only saving grace is that my mother won't know of what transpired.
The genuine painting at his atelier has been altered after all. Ironic as it may be, this one
I
here is
just
her
want
true
to
self-portrait
see.
now.
It's a
Yeah,
wonderful
since I
painting.
beat this,
And although it took some
finally.
time, it's in your hands now, Yusuke.
I'm thankful for it. However, it's impossible for this painting to be acknowledged by society anymore.
Oh, then there's that other fight with
Indeed. I must inherit my mother's wishes.
I
and improve
won't
myself
say
even
it
further.
because it's kind of
So,
a spoiler.
this
I
is my
don't
mother.
remember her name. I won't even
There's no
say
way
it.
that I would remember
But
her face clearly. But
there's a
I was right
fight
about the rush of
like
emotion I
including the
felt when I
roulette
saw this
wheel
painting.
because is that the worst fight because all the debuffs?
Stop that! You're so vulgar, Ryuji.
So, what are you gonna do now? We're gonna keep targeting big shots.
I could see
Why do you do
that
such
being
things?
the worst fight
It's to get back at scumbags and, like, society in general.
because the
I also want to give
debuffs.
courage to the people that are suffering because of selfish adults.
Courage, huh? What good does that do? You mean the courage to stand up for themselves,
But yeah,
correct?
what changed
Will
about that
acquiring make
fight?
them happy?
I don't think anything changed about
Yeah,
that fight.
There's no knowing whether it'll turn out good for everyone or not. Still, we won't know unless we give it a try.
In other words, it all depends on the person, And the same can be said about myself right now. I also
Yeah, to
suffered
be
because of an
honest, I
adult
don't think
selfish
anything changed.
Moreover, if we investigate these palaces, it may expand my artistic repertoire.
You really only think about art, huh? You're impressive.
I won't take part in any inelegant plans, all right?
No worries. I've got us covered. Plus, we have a rule that says we always have to decide on a target unanimously.
How about it, Joker? We can give our calling cards a lot more oomph if we have Yusuke on our team.
I will try and live up to those expectations.
At any rate, I'm curious. Another intruder besides us, huh?
Our only clue's a black mask, so that doesn't necessarily mean it's just one person, right?
Futaba.
But
That's
there's
the
nowhere to
name
check
of
anymore.
Futagori.
The palace is gone.
I'll try probing Madarame. I may be able to
I
learn something
don't
from him.
why.
Are you sure? I mean,
I'll contact you all if anything turns up.
we should probably exchange our contact info with you then.
An artist and a phantom thief. It seems I'll be engaging in 2 trades from here on. Very well. You only live once after all. Still, the incident about this other intruder does concern me a little.
Not only have we dealt with our second big target, we even have a new addition to the team. Goodness, things are going so well.
Yeah, I don't know.
Could the day our name becomes common knowledge be nigh? But I have to say, you sure are something special.
Yeah, I don't know
this
if
is our
I
5th Persona
want
user.
to.
It'll help broaden our battle strategies as well.
Does it really matter?
Besides,
though?
having an eye for beauty is a must for Phantom Thieves. We're lucky to have Yusuke. An artist
If
is
I
a talent
did
you rarely come
Futaba
across.
or
I mean, he is
Becky.
a bit strange, but still. An artist, huh? What kind of person do you think I was? There's no way I'd turn out to be some bad guy in the end, right? I get so engrossed with the embodiment of human desires. And that's not all. When it comes to the metaverse, I'm the only one who can transform into a car. I'm special, but it's still odd. Who could I actually be? You really think so? What a half-assed answer. Well, there's no way a dashing, honorable rogue like me could be evil. A man who saves those in trouble in the West, while punishing evildoers who may lurk in the East. A man who chastises people that smoke inside in the South, while saving bullied cats in the North. A man who has a sturdy body, and vows to always do one good deed a day, be it rain or
Well,
shine.
I guess we're gonna see.
I'm that kind of ideal person. Or so I hope. So if I turn back to
What
being
would
human,
be
surely she'll take notice
the
of me.
worst
won't
fight
she?
in that? Because so far that was the worst fight so far.
Right. Of course that's the case. Where should I go when I become human? I wonder where she'd like to go. An amusement park, a movie theater, a fancy cafe, shopping. What do you think?
Oh.
All right.
Oh, they'll do follow-up attacks. Sometimes I forgot about that. The follow-up attacks. Oh, do you have to unlock? What? Oh, I was pressing the wrong button. Like, what the hell? Come on. Oh god damn it, I keep pressing the wrong button. Yeah, because yeah, I think if I didn't buy this game, I probably would have gotten Persona Strikers, but since I did get this game, I probably won't get Strikers. Because honestly,
what do you want to do?
Seems like a waste.
Make sure you close up.
Can I talk?
I don't know. Because Strikers doesn't look that good, to be honest. It just really doesn't. Yeah, call me crazy, but I think it doesn't look that good.
You have expelled one who was stained in vanity. You are now one step closer to your rehabilitation. It's a delightful thing indeed.
Our master is pleased. You should be honored, inmate.
However, that man's remarks are concerning. It seems another has made their way into the metaverse. That is beyond my knowledge. But your rehabilitation is progressing smoothly. That is for certain. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
All right.
Okay, I get even more experience now.
It's Kitagawa. I'm calling about Madarame's state. For the time being, he hasn't suffered a mental shutdown. Other than that, his demeanor seems to have softened a bit. Is that the change of heart? I see. I was curious and looked into Kamoshida as well. It's as if he was an entirely different person. Will the same be true for Sensei? I'm sorry to have taken your time. That's all I wanted to tell you. Good. Oh, I'll try asking him about the black-masked intruder from the palace when the time is right. Goodbye then. This time for sure.
I forget which palace is next. I would think
actually
it's
let's go.
What is this?
our chance.
Ryuji. Oh, where is...
Honestly, I don't really care.
Yeah, I'm curious where that guy is. Would he be...
Hi.
Yeah, where could he be? Yeah, because I wanna get my frickin' relationship with him, but I don't know where the hell he is. I wish I would tell you where a certain person is. Rooftop maybe? I doubt it.
Oh.
No. Oh damn. Where the hell is he? Would he be in the classroom? Nope, of course not. See, there's Ryuji. Oh, it tells you, kind of. Yeah, it actually does kind of tell you. No, I don't want him. Oh, shoot, I messed up. I want the other. Shoot, where is he?
What would you like?
Oh!
What would you like?
Oh! Oh!
Okay, I was reading this one. Oops, I was picking the wrong one.
Yep. Hey, hey!
Cubes.
You're back. Now listen up.
Searching all along, looking facing twilight alone.
What do you want to do?
Without a sign, without grasping it, the real question to
Oh. Want to head back?
Okay.
Hey, there you are. I need your help with something. I found this flyer stuffed in my mailbox.
Oh, there.
Housekeeping service. It says that a cute maid will do anything for you. A maid, dude.
But again, it's almost like
Who'll do anything
too
for
good
us?
to be true.
Right? You're a guy, right? You know what I mean. Let's give it a try. Yeah? Yeah? Luckily, some guy on my floor just moved out, so there's a vacant apartment in my complex. The key is behind the mailbox, so we can get in anytime. The landlord seriously doesn't care. The place is all set, so... Hey, I heard that! What the hell?
Can I, get in on this?
Oh, you mean you're into this kind of stuff? Wow, okay!
I'm not into it. It's just for research. What does it mean that they'll do anything? And do the maids look exactly as they're advertised? We need to determine whether or not this company just pretends to offer housekeeping services. It'll be too late once people get victimized by it, right? So, we should do a thorough investigation.
Yeah, we gotta see it with our own eyes. Every little detail. We'll have to do this at night, so let us know when you're ready.
So what's the code name for this operation? Since we'll be watching them, it should be something like... Operation Maid Watch!
Nice! I like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. But it's like, of course you wanna think it's true. Like, you just really do wanna think it's true. Like, I don't know, money-making apps, you wanna think it's true. But when it's not, it's like, whatever.
I'll just add this.
Yeah, I guess that's supposed to be true, but whatever.
Man.
Oh, is it later tonight?
Let's
okay.
do it.
I'm going back to Twitch. Whatever though.
Oh. Yep. Hey, hey. Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
Okay. Yeah.
Looks like Mishima's waiting for us in Shibuya. Do you think we should go see him?
Hi.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Oh, that's weird. I accidentally turned that off.
Well. Yeah. Hey. Huh? Whoa. Oh.
First. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I kind of watched, what is it, the anime, and they cut a few things out. Maybe not everything, but a few things. Well, obviously, because the anime is just shorter. What, I think the anime has 16 episodes, or what is that? Give or take 8 hours, I'd say.
Huh? Oh, my bad, man.
freaking
What?
like I doubt you're not allowed to freaking to request a maid because you're not 18. I was already home. What do you frickin' mean? Can't request someone else. I'm a Dion. Let's go with that. Oops. Fucking blanket.
Huh?
Oops. Really? Yeah.
Hey!
Yeah. Oh, no. I'm going to tell.
Hey.
Frickin', yeah. I suddenly feel exhausted. Over you, Chief, because he bailed. There we go. Yeah, why not?
Hi.
Oh yeah, yeah, I think this is new. But yeah, I'll see for myself, of course. If this was worth it or not. What are we investigating, to be honest?
What?
I'm...
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
After all, I look like... Okay, yeah, I guess. Oops. You can get power display. Oh, god damn it, I keep doing that.
Huh?
Okay.
No!
All right, let's go.
Oh.
Now then.
Where have you been? Been searching all along, confessing while alone without
Oops. Should I? Yeah.
the real question to be asked. Where have I been? I'm a sharpshooter.
Because yeah, you get guts for going with her, not that much. But do you still want to?
Well then.
Yeah, because you only get like one. Okay.
A mirror right in front of me is where I found an empty glass.
You got time right now?
That's a truth. It's the only words that to be told. I need that mask. I'm a sharpshooter. Apples masquerade.
Next time then. Now listen.
What do you want to do?
Make sure your clothes up.
Study, I guess.
Can I talk?
Funny.
All right.
Well then. Hey, hey! Sorry, but I'm in a bit of a hurry.
You go to Shujin, right? I heard things have been rough there lately. What with that violent incident? You want to go talk about it somewhere?
Thank you for your concern. However, I really am in a hurry, so if you'd excuse me...
come on, there's no need to be shy.
Like I said,
If you're busy, I'll put my number in your phone so you can call me later. Sound like a plan?
stop it.
What do you want? Don't get worked up. I'm just being friendly here. What the? What are you getting so jumpy about? Like you're anything special.
Thank you so much. I'm sorry for the trouble. Yes, I'm fine now. It was pretty scary, though. May I ask you something? So, what made you step in to help me? I see. Well, I apologize for asking something so strange. You're headed to the cleanup as well, right? The cleanup? Look at the time! I'm so sorry, I haven't even thanked you properly yet! Oh no, I forgot my gym clothes at school! I'll see you at the cleanup soon. We can talk more then if you'd like. Pardon me.
All right.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna guess it's like, what?
What took you so long?
Did you really come here from home in your gym
Persona
clothes?
4 Golden, like, there's a few differences. I don't think is...
No, that's not what I meant.
Huh? Ain't it normal? And, are you planning on doing this cleanup in that outfit?
Of course not. I brought my gym clothes with me. I was gonna change in the bathroom, but now there's a huge line.
Oh, that makes sense. Sounds like it sucks to be a girl.
It's such a nice day out that even the weather seems to be mocking us.
Dude, could you try pushing your way into our conversation a little less awkwardly next time?
I bet some Kichi Joji clean freak hung paper dolls all over and prayed for clear skies today.
Hey. Morning, everyone.
Oh? Are you here for the cleanup too, Doc?
You got it.
In those clothes?
Oh, no, I'm in a different...
There you are, Dr. Maruki. We're going to start prepping soon.
Prepping what?
I'm part of the cooking crew. Hope you're looking forward to a solid meal.
See you all later.
I can't remember if I brought any starchy vegetables.
More like Dr. Popular.
I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will be even bigger someday.
Good morning, Shujin Academy students and staff. Please pick up all trash located in the areas assigned to your group. Once the cleanup is completed, a lunch of miso soup with pork and vegetables will be served.
Ooh, pork miso soup. So that's what Dr. Maruki's fan club is making.
FYI, the school already assigned the groups at random. They're 4 people apiece, boys and girls mixed.
Oh, really?
Now that those announcements have been made, please break into your groups and head to your assigned areas.
Yeah, I think this game would
get this over
be
with as fast as possible.
a hell of a lot
down
more
on that soup
worth
and
it
get outta
if you
here.
didn't play the other one.
Yeah, him. Is he that transfer student?
Yeah. You mean the one in all the crazy rumors?
Keep it down. What if he hears us?
Ugh. Anyone who just dumps a broken umbrella on the ground like this is human garbage.
Oh, before you trash it, you have to make sure you separate the plastic parts from the metal frame.
Separate it? How?
Like this.
Whoa, awesome!
I had no idea you knew about that kind of stuff, Takamaki-san. I bet you'd make a wonderful wife.
Oh, nah.
Sweet, a wallet!
Anything in it?
Whoa, yeah, shit ton! We going splitsies on this?
Wait, shouldn't we take that to a police box? What? How was that weird? Man, this park is trashed. No way this was all done by kids. It's gotta be the work of some no-good adults, too.
If you don't mind, may I have the cap on that bottle?
Huh? Sure. Oh, are you a collector?
Not exactly. Recycling companies collect these and convert them into vials for vaccines.
Huh, I didn't know that. Well, that sounds like an awesome way to bring more justice to the world.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but
they
I'm
can
not sure I follow
present
you.
for gold, and I don't think it was
Before I
all
add tar
that
to the pots,
different.
I have to rub them with salt to reduce the sliminess.
Like, sure, a few things are like
amazing chef.
Persona 3,
I do cook pretty often. Let me
Fez,
try this little technique
FPS,
here.
whatever.
Huh? What the? Why's the
I'm
wind
pretty
salty?
sure it was called FPS.
Sorry.
The cleanup is officially complete. Thank you for your hard work, everyone. Would the leader of each group please come
Yeah,
and
I
get the soup for their
wouldn't
teams?
mind getting Persona 3.
So, after the soup's doled out, everyone's free to do whatever they want. Huh, including getting the hell out of here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you for everything.
I don't know the best way to put it, but it sure was a crappy time
Yeah,
out
I
there.
didn't know if Persona 3
Finally
FPS
found
or
you. I
Persona
was
3
trying to find you so I
Portable
could
is
thank you
better.
properly for this morning.
I think they only had
where are
the
the other people in your
FPS
group, though?
version on for the Vita though.
Ah, I see. I'm in pretty much the same situation. If it's all right with you, why don't we eat our soup together? Great! Thanks for the food. I want to thank you again for this morning. That man was even more frightening than he might have appeared to you. So I truly appreciate what you did for me. Thank you so much. Sorry, but I'm not even finished. There's one more issue I need to address. I'm also so sorry for what happened the other day. The run-in we had outside of the guidance office.
Remember the discussion we just had? There are a number of students in this school you shouldn't get involved with. This one's at the top of the list.
Oh, the delinquent transfer student? Mr. Kamoshida had just told me about you a moment prior, so I sort of spoke without thinking there. I heard some of my classmates gossiping about you too. No, nothing of the sort. I don't like gossip or rumors and the like.
And I know this'll sound strange since I just met you, but you don't seem like the kind of person they describe.
It'd be a different story if all those rumors were actually true, though. What were all the crimes I'd heard? Burglary, murder, and elephant tusk trafficking, was it?
It's absurd, isn't it? Rumors can't be trusted at all, yet everyone starts shaking in their boots whenever they hear your name. Hmm? You know what? It just hit me. I haven't introduced myself yet. Oh, I'm sorry to make you go first. Actually, there's no need for you to be so polite. I am an underclassman after all. I believe you already learned from our meeting at school that my...
Oh, random.
What the hell just happened?
I don't know.
Got it, just in time. Here you are. Don't let go of things you like, okay? Sorry, I didn't mean to run out on you like that.
Okay, now.
Huh? I guess you sleuthed me out before I got to tell you. Well, you've cracked the case. I'm Kasumi Yoshizawa, a first year. Figured that out too, huh? Well, yes, I compete in gymnastics. It's not that difficult once you get the hang of it. Just a hop, skip, and a jump.
Gymnastics, huh? Hey, don't you think some of those moves would be awfully useful? I was just thinking about how the Phantom Thieves need to get some sweeter moves, too.
What's the matter, Senpai? Wait, is there a cat somewhere around here? Does that mean you're interested in gymnastics? That makes me so happy. I'd be honored if you'd allow me. The only problem is, I have a favor to ask for myself as well, if you wouldn't mind. Lately, I haven't been getting the results I want from my performances, and I'm worried that I'm overthinking things. So it would be wonderful if you could give me some advice whenever you have the time. Of course I am. I'm not looking for technical coaching, so much as just lending me an ear from time to time.
I see. This sounds like a pretty sweet deal to me. What do you think?
Thank you. Then we've cut a deal.
Oh. There where you done.
I've read in the reports that the Phantom Thieves' physical abilities are more acrobatic than the average person's. It seems you've gained an aptitude for specialty equipment as well. Wouldn't a natural conclusion to draw be that you were trained by an expert in that field? Well, tell me the truth.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Faith Persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
right.
guy. Oh, why don't we exchange contact information?
Yeah,
Shut
should
down.
I freaking
Sorry, my smartphone's been acting
do
up
her
lately.
thing?
It's
Or
back.
not?
Okay, I'll contact you when
Yeah,
I've got free
probably
time,
not.
if that's fine.
Probably do it on
Attention, Shujin Academy
in
students.
playthrough
The
too.
cleanup event will be ending momentarily.
Because I think I will
Please
need
do not discard your trash in the bins here. Instead, bring your waste to the predetermined location for disposal. After that, we will be officially releasing everyone for the day. Thank you all for your hard work.
Well, the cleanup seems to be finished. We're already in our gym clothes. Would you care for some basic training before heading home? Let's start with some core exercises. Those are the foundation for staying in
just
shape.
because like I remember the first time I played that, yeah, we couldn't really do that. No.
Searching all alone. Can face it while alone. Well, see you later. Without a sign. Without grasping it.
Yay, 30,000 GDN.
Wow! Welcome!
I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade. Hiding both face and mind. Afraid for you to drown. I'm a shapeshifter.
Please, consider what I have to say.
What else should I be? Please don't take off my mask. Revealing
You. Hmm.
moments of calm. Nothing left to be found. I'm here a rally road.
Okay.
That's where I lost an empty cloud. Reflecting that's a truth. It's telling us the truth is told. I need them mask. I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade. Heart in both face and mind. Afraid for you to
Oh.
I'm a shapeshifter.
Hi.
Chained down to my core. Please don't take off my mask. A place to
What can I get you?
I bought all the books. What about
What would you like?
pretty good, huh? I can't tell you how to see me.
Oh!
Just a cage of bones. There's nothing inside.
Well,
Will it always be burning down
what's up?
the walls? Is there a way for me to pay? I'm a shapeshifter. Apples masquerade.
oops, an underground walkway, underground mall.
Free for you to drown. I'm a shapeshifter. Have no face to show. Please don't take off
Come in.
night sky.
What would you like?
I might as well get one more, I guess. So I'm here.
Hey, hey! Oh! Yes!
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Now listen up.
What do you want to do? Oh! Well...
I can't.
Well then.
Do you want to know why I use pies? Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations you see when forced to choose cake or pie. People show you their true taste. I am nothing like you. You're a psychopath who bakes for money.
Let's head back.
Yeah, I didn't know that would only give me one. Whoa. I think it only gave me one because I've seen it before.
No way, man.
Oh, yes. What is the answer?
James Cook.
I'm afraid not.
Crap.
Yep.
Let's see. Oh, hey, yeah, it's 3 already. So, yeah, probably stop. Yeah.
Well then. Oh yeah,
Yeah, I don't know what Paula does, and it is something to mementos. But I don't remember what.
Oh! Oh!
In what? Oh, knowledge.
Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
Oops.
Let's do it.
Yeah, I'll probably do one more day and that's it. Save.
Now listen.
What do you want to do?
Make sure your clothes up.
Hey, hey!
Because,
Well then.
when does that end?
Sorry.
Yeah, I was sure was a good way to get, guts, but there isn't. There's kinda a good way to get, what is that?
What would you like? Here.
Oh!
Actually, I wanna see if, there is a thingy.
Allergies suck.
No amount of stuff after the legal action.
Oh! Wow!
So, yeah, I will do that. Go until the
you're back.
legal action. And probably stop after that. Because, yeah, why not? So, so I'm at least kind of ready for next time. Sure, maybe not extremely, but kind of.
What can I get you?
Oh, finally there's a new book. Oh, night hotspots. Oh, then there might be,
What would you like?
oh, there is. Yay! No back streets.
Welcome.
Oh, I already have one. I thought I had, rented. Okay, never mind. Yeah, I thought, I would rent it every now and then. But I actually buy it, okay.
The hell is this? How the hell are the dead running about? Have you been bitten?
So I'll be doing this for a little while. Just, reading and frickin' doing that.
For real?
Because, I don't know. Oh, guts. Yeah, I need guts. Hopefully, next time it goes up, though. But, yeah, I wish it would really tell you.
I want to ask you something. Why did Mr. Kamoshida change all of a sudden?
Grew a conscience. I don't know.
Is that your hypothesis? It's still too sudden. I believe it's only natural to think that something must have caused it. Well, that's fine. Thanks for your valuable opinion. I'll take it into account.
Cool. Can I go now?
Well then.
Yeah. Okay. What is this?
Wow! Oh!
Damn.
All right.
Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
Hmm. Oh!
Yeah, I wanna finish the DVD.
Doesn't matter whether he's a zombie or not. Stranger is just another word for enemy, right?
Stop! Wait! I'm human! I'm still human!
Oh!
Oh. Finally, yay!
All right.
Okay. Well then.
That was something.
Hey!
Hmm?
Wow! Oh!
Okay. Oh, charm.
Hey!
Oh, you can't go there by yourself. Oop.
What would you like?
Jailbreak, I guess. Oops.
What?
Really? Oh no, if I go back to cafe and skip the day, I don't want that. I go to the library and read again.
What would you like? Here.
Oh! Wow.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone did this. It's like, oh, it's probably someone's confidant skill that I read faster. Oh, but oh well.
You're back.
At least I would think it's someone's confidant skill, but obviously I kinda just wanna waste time right now.
What the hell are you doing here? Don't tell me you busted into prison to rescue me.
Join us, alright? Come on, let's get you out of here.
Piece of cake. Hey, hey!
Okay, proficiency.
Well then.
Like, I know I'm wasting time doing
We're getting
this.
started. Ah, yes. How about you?
I probably won't, the Halo effect.
This is it.
The Destiny
Right.
effect. I doubt it's a Destiny effect. But I freaking just said that because Halo.
Nice going.
Yeah, I know it has some kind of effect, I don't know what.
Oh.
I don't know what though.
Wow. Oh.
Yeah, because the first, obviously this playthrough, I'll do that, but the second playthrough, I'll probably do whatever. Where I go.
You're back.
Full force. Well, besides Becky, I'll probably only go for freaking that.
The exhibition is finally ending tomorrow. I'm sure things.
Was that voice? Oh well. I messed up.
Oh!
Damn it, they're onto us. We're out of time.
Wait, just wait. Look at my back. See the map? If we take this route instead, we might stand a chance.
That's incredible.
Oh!
Okay. Well then.
There now we have that. The Monorame.
What's up with that old geezer?
Is he crying?
I have committed crimes that are unbecoming of an artist. Plainly put, I plagiarized work. I tainted this country's art world and even Sayuri. How could I possibly apologize to everyone for what I've done?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's crying way too much.
And that was from the urgent apology conference by Madarame that took place just a moment ago. After reporting to the association, Madarame has agreed to the police's request to turn himself in.
Wasn't he on TV the other day?
On top of charges of abuse to his pupils, Madarame is under suspicion of claiming their works as his own. Some doubt the validity that his maiden work, Sayuri, was stolen, believing it was used for fraud. This large-scale criminal act has caused a great shock to the art world, and...
That old man's done for.
After the conference, Madarame was taken to a police hospital for interrogation due to his age. However, initial psych evaluations state that he is mentally sound and likely responsible for his actions.
There's no need to be nice to an old geezer like that.
Why'd he spill the beans himself? Doesn't that seem weird?
Also, a group calling themselves the Phantom Thieves posted a dubious note at Madarame's exhibit. The police will investigate their relation to this case, but for now, did not identify them as suspects.
Phantom Thieves? Do these bandits have something to do with that old geezer's apology?
Oh, I've heard of them before. They supposedly steal evil hearts. It's why the culprits apologize.
Wait, what? Steal hearts? That's impossible, though.
But I feel like I saw something about that online, too. They sent out a calling card for real.
Oh, so it was like, we're going to take your heart? Oh, that's impressive if someone really did that.
Phantom Thieves, huh?
Phantom Thieves again.
You guys see the news about Madarame? It's just like what happened with Kamoshida.
And they mentioned the Phantom Thieves.
Man, this is starting to get interesting. If we do it right, we can change people's hearts. With this power, we might be able to do more than just getting back at society. It'll be a big deal. Let's keep pushing on then. As for me, I hope we just keep getting more and more famous.
Something like this happening twice is massive, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's too great a coincidence to occur normally.
If we continue doing this, we'll definitely be able to give courage to everyone who needs it.
We may want to quiet down a little.
Do you know them?
You moron! Those are attendance officers!
Hello there. May I speak with you for a moment?
Ah, yes! How can we help you?
That monotonous acting of hers never fails to send a chill down my spine.
What are you all doing here? Are you friends?
want some tea.
Is that so? And how would you do that in a place like this?
We were just discussing where we should go.
Well, alright. Just make sure you disperse before it gets too late, okay? There have been some odd happenings lately, and the news about that artist has caused quite the stir.
We'll be careful.
It's not. It doesn't look that late. Maybe only
Still light
4.
Man, those guys must have way too much time on their hands.
Hey, don't go making stuff up on the spot like that, okay? I totally panicked because of you.
From now on, we'll need to be even more cautious than before. Look at us. Right after the second Thieves incident, both prior victims are meeting up.
Wait, you mean people might be listening to us?
It'll be fine. Look around, we're the only people worrying about it.
I guess you're right.
By the way, Yusuke, you able to get anything out of Madarame? Remember how he was talking about that suspicious person in the black mask?
Well, I pressed him for answers.
So
He doesn't even understand what happened to him to begin with.
It's not like he actually saw his desires get stolen after all.
It's rumored that he may be sent to prison. In that case, gaining information will be difficult.
So, what are you gonna do now?
I'll be leaving that house. I can't draw in such a place anymore.
Do you have somewhere to go?
The school dorms. I can stay there free of charge thanks to my fine arts scholarship.
A scholarship? Wait, you're that good?
Although, Takamaki-san's house would do as well.
Wait, what?
You know, you could ask her to model for you whenever you wanted.
You moron!
Then again, now that Yusuke will be living alone, it'll be easier for us to meet up whenever we want.
For the time being, we should wait and see how this case plays out.
And it'll probably take some time finding a target as big as Madarame.
Anyway, we should just act like normal students while we look for our next target, okay?
We'll be entrusting that to you again, Ryuji.
Alright, guess it's just more prep till then.
Yusuke Kitagawa.
Yeah, I don't know. Because the only real game I want to play on that is that.
So after Shiho Suzui, you did it again for someone you barely knew? You were sent away twice, almost reported to the police, and yet you still wanted to save him. Moreover, you ended up in a museum instead of a castle this time. You're still going to maintain this rubbish about changing someone's heart by stealing their treasure?
I'll probably,
Very well. The truth behind this tale of yours will be clear once your conspirators are in custody. Now then, tell me about this new member who joined your group.
It depends how good the game is.
There's no point in being stubborn. It will only damage your position. The identity of Madarame's pupil can be easily discovered with a little investigation. So you won't sell out your accomplice? Fine. There's still much more that I want to hear. It was around this time that the Phantom Thieves began to truly gain popularity. Lies flooded the internet. Things like the Phantom Thieves saved me too, or I got a calling card. For heaven's sake, those lies made the collection of intel take almost 10 times longer. Now your next target was this man, Junya Kaneshiro. He doesn't compare to the previous two. Even the police had been struggling to apprehend him. So, exactly how did you take down such a well-guarded criminal? Tell me.
The suspect has repeatedly testified that he does not have any recollection of his actions. A full psychiatric evaluation will be performed to further investigate the crime's details and motives.
First Kamoshida at Shujin Academy, and now Madarame. I found a number of points of commonality between the two. Both, for example, were sent a calling card before their unforeseen change of heart.
Longer, that's whatever.
I see. But isn't tying their cases to the series of psychotic breakdowns jumping to conclusions? Furthermore, the police will frown upon you stepping into
this long.
Now isn't the time to be worrying about things like jurisdiction and honor. We need to dig deeper and find a correlation among the incidents these past 2-3 years.
Yeah, I'll probably play that though.
Very well, I leave it to you. However, you must not let this interfere with your regular duties.
Tomorrow.
Thank you, sir.
Tales of Vesperia instead of Sorrows.
That damn woman just had to stick her nose into this.
Like I don't really jump
I understand that these abnormal incidents
everywhere,
have
but
caused some anxiety
I
throughout
don't
our
know, I
country.
can't really.
This situation must be
Nod,
approached
I
with
guess.
the utmost seriousness. I shall continue to put forth great effort so that every citizen can
Yeah, I
live
don't
with
know what
peace
to
of
do
mind.
about that thingy though.
There are these phantom thieves to worry about, but if that is exposed...
Oh.
That thingy thing, that money app, because obviously, even though it's like, might be a small amount, it's like, who wouldn't want to earn a little bit of extra money, even if it's through an app? But yeah, I really think it's fake. Because first, yeah, because all they were gonna do is just email me this gift card, and it's like, oh no, freaking yeah, attempt unsuccessful, and it's like, are you serious? Like, yeah,
No.
it's fake. I mean, cause you're just emailing a gift card, it's not like that hard. But I don't know. Like, some work, some don't. Yeah, that's the craziest thing. Some actually work.
Oh. Let's go. Hey. All right, let's go. All right.
Now,
Oh
heading to an area
yeah,
that's
that's
outside where your
the
commuter
new
pass works.
area of this game. I'm pretty sure. So like I think this is worth it, but probably at like $30–40 instead of full price.
Right?
Yeah, I don't know, because Alice's excuse was, oh, there's 20 hours of extra content, and we're gonna charge full price because, oh, other games frickin' that are around 20 hours, they are full price, so why shouldn't we? It's like, really? I don't know.
Hey.
Hey.
Going to the second-hand shop. Yes.
Nice.
Like I'll figure it out.
Welcome.
Okay.
Hey, hey.
Oh. Hey.
For real?
Whoa.
So that's kinda cool, I guess.
All right, Bull. That's a new high score. The center of the target's called the bullseye. If you land a dart there, it's called the bull. I know because I looked up the rules online last night. Anyway, this game's called 0-1. You win by getting your score all the way down to 0 points before the other player.
Oh, so you're not trying to get a high score,
Oh yeah,
but get rid of your score?
I'm probably gonna be bad at
We
dart.
both start with the same score. Then you lose points based on the number on the board where your dart lands. And you can only win if you get your score down to 0 exactly. You can't even be off by a single point. How's that sound? Pretty sick, right?
The Royal DLC took a little bit from Yakuza. Well, Yakuza took a little bit from Persona, which is kind of weird.
1 point? Come on. You have to straighten your arm out more and... Hey Ryuji, what's up?
I was just reading this flyer. It says, darts is a party when you play in pairs. You team up with someone and alternate throwers when it's your turn. You still use the same rules I told you though. Hey, what do you say we give it a try? Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's do this. Whoa, a bull right off the bat? Man, talk about an exciting opening. Here goes. Don't underestimate an ex-athlete. Hell yeah, triple 20.
Whoa, he hit such a tiny spot. Quite impressive, especially for you, Ryuji.
We're almost down to 0 points. Let's really focus for this last round. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! 0 points right on the dot. Oh, ain't we badass?
That's no easy feat. You really do have something special going on.
Man, this is so fun. When you're on the line, the pressure's insane, but it makes you want to do your best for your partner.
A down drop HP recovery. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Based on the looks on your faces, I'm guessing both of you got something out of this game. Even if it is just a game, it can be some kind of training, depending on how you play. Well, I do always have the Phantom Thieves on the brain. Let's keep practicing together here. Oh, let's invite everybody next time.
Man, all this just from me asking you to meet me here? This is like, you know, one of those strikes of good luck.
A stroke of good luck. Why would it be a strike? Who would protest having good luck?
Ooh, what's that? Oh yeah, they have pool here too.
This game could be useful too, depending on how we look at it.
Yeah, it's already pretty late though. We can come back and play it later.
Ah, and don't forget, we got a couple free tickets to play today, but next time you'll have to pay up.
But it was super fun, right? Oh, I really want to play again sometime. Well, we should head home for the day. Thanks for hanging out.
Hey.
Okay. Frickin' yeah, thanks. I feel really safe. The cat's got my back. That was kind of asshole thing. But yeah, I'll probably stop here. Kinda wanna go longer and see. place, but whatever.
I should write something. Let's do it.
Save again, just whatever. And stop there, just say thanks for all you do watching all and goodbye, and yeah, I probably will start Tales. I don't know about Dragon Quest 11 because I already freaking play that game, but maybe, who knows. But anyways, I'll press the share button, and I'm thinking to play Tales of Vesperia and Lego Marvel Superheroes 2. Try that again, because it is a good game. It's just these frickin' puzzles, dude. But I'll press the share button and Eon. There we go.